So here are the one-word tempo runs that we run, okay? Everybody in the country runs this same one at some time, okay? So this, for us, this is ace stack, okay, wide, okay? And we start it day one out of this formation, okay? And our offense, the Y and the H are the adjusters, okay? So when we do this, we started out a 2x2 wide 10 personnel, and the runs that you can carry inside zone, outside zone, guard trap, GT counter, or lock zone, okay? So those are 6 different runs that you can carry out of this formation here, and based on what you want to see. The thing that your quarterback has to understand is based on the run you're calling, we've got to know whether we're doing our option principles based off the in and the Sam. So if we're going inside zone to the left here, okay, he's going to read the in, and then his dive key is here, his pitch key is here. Whereas if we go lock zone, we're blocking this guy, and then it's either a pre-snap screen or hand the ball off, okay? Same thing on dart. Dart is where we pull the tackle and block back here, so there would be no option deal there, okay? So your quarterback has to know what run you're calling, and you can change it up every single week. But essentially the way we teach this, guys, is I'm always going to give my quarterback some form of pre-snap screen to either side. No matter what run we have called, he's going to take a peek pre-snap to either side. If he likes it, catch open throw, block man on because we've got leverage here, run to the sideline, get 6 yards, hand the ball to the official, and we go as fast as we can go again, okay? If teams start walking up and pressing and they're widening these guys, we're off the screen, and then we're going to live with the run that we call, okay? And then here it is on the other side as well. Again, you can do it both ways. But again, the one-word call tells all 11 what to do, and they line up in this formation. Okay, so let's look at it here. All right, so this is the first way we teach it. And I have film from different schools so you can see how this stuff travels. Now ideally, that's not the best stance that I want, but our quarterback has the capacity that if he looks out here and sees pre-snap grass and leverage, we're going to flip that screen out here, and what we tell that receiver is once he catches that, we want to run to the sideline for 5 yards before you make a cut, okay? Us spread guys, we consider this bubble screen or this now screen a toss sweep, okay? So if we throw this out here and he gets 7 yards, I'm treating that as a run, okay? So really, really good job by the quarterback seeing grass. Okay, the linemen are blocking inside zone, so the play call is zebra. You can see zebra up there. All right, so zebra zone right. Okay, now what the quarterback can also do too is if he knows he's going to throw the ball to either stack screen, he tells the back abort, abort, abort. Now what I'd like to see the back do is just run up in front of the quarterback and carry out the play, okay, so it still gets the run action there. All right, but you can see he throws it out there. This is a clinic clip of this little receiver catching the screen and running straight to the sideline with speed, and then he gets out of bounds. This stuff, that's why we do this, is because we create leverage and grass on the perimeter against the defense. Now, I'm not going to necessarily get into all the screen blocking stuff here because you can see that in some of my screen stuff. But we want to creep off the ball and come off really slow, and we want to block most dangerous man. All right, love my quarterback, get it out as fast as you can, run to the sideline. Okay, now, here it is again. So here is the dive read. Now, this team was not a squeeze-scrape team, so this would end up being the pitch key. Okay, so we're inside zone. All right, now, again, I'm just kind of touching on the read of the quarterback, but we're reading the end. We are reading the eyes and the shoulders of the defensive end, and we're also looking at space there. And if you look at it, his shoulders are squared down the line of scrimmage, and he is looking at the back. That is a pull read for the quarterback, okay? And in this game, this is the pitch read. So the end takes the dive, which is the back. The quarterback pulls it. His eyes are now to the pitch key. the pitch key takes the pitch guy, so there's nobody on the quarterback, and our quarterback gets 10, 12 yards there. That's a good positive play, okay? And again, going back to what I talked about in the earlier demonstration, when we run inside zone off of tempo, we are going to full zone this. So what I envision it is almost like a quarterback sneak wedge block where the tackle has the B, the guard has the A, center has the A, guard has B, tackle has C. We are just covering people up and we're stepping in a unison. That's a pretty good job right there of running a play. All right, here it is again. Okay, so now we're running Zelda, which is zone to the left. He could have easily thrown his stack screen out there if he wanted to. Okay, now if you look at the end is definitely up the field, and there is space between him and that tackle. That is a give read by the quarterback. Okay, that's a good run. All right, now here's the triple option part on it. I've shown you 4 different things. The first one, he threw it. The second one, the quarterback pulled it and did not throw it. The third one here, he gave it to the back, and then now he pulls it. Okay, so here's your dive player. He takes the dive. They don't squeeze exchange. This guy becomes the pitch player here. The pitch player commits to the quarterback, and he throws it out to the stack screen, which is the pitch key in modern-day triple option football, and he walks in for a touchdown. Okay, so that's pretty cool right there, how we execute that. Okay, all right, so let me go on to another way. All right, here it is one more time, and then I'm going to move on to a different way we ran it. Okay, he could have easily thrown it out there. All right, I would have been okay if he would have thrown the stack screen here or here. Okay, but we're going really fast, okay? So if he misses it, that's all right. But if you notice, this guy, his shoulders are down the line. He is tackling the dive. The quarterback pulls it. Here's the pitch guy, and then here's his pitch read right here. So if you look at it, the pitch guy takes the quarterback. Now, you definitely have to have a guy that has savvy enough to do this stuff, okay? In theory, on the board, the quarterback should have pulled this, and then he should have flipped it out here to sidearm to number 10. So if you look at it, if he flips it out here sidearm to number 10, look at the grass we have by making the defense defend the option, okay? That's the beauty of this scheme, and this specific play here is we are forcing the defense to play option responsibilities, okay? So the defense has to work on option. They have to work on option with tempo and all the other stuff that we throw at them, okay? So you see that right there. He throws it. Now, I will tell you, I'm never going to be mad at my quarterback for sticking his foot in the ground and getting north and south, okay? That's a 9-yard run. I am not mad at that. Don't overcoach it, okay? All right, so let's go to another formation. Okay? Now, you got to make sure that your quarterback does a good job because we always want to see good and bad. Okay? So if you look at it from the end zone right here, okay? If you look at it, okay, that's a surf technique right there. Okay? That is a give read, and if he gives it, the quarterback, the running back hits his head on the goalpost. I will tell you one thing that we teach when we are running this tempo inside zone, we want the back to burst the butt of the center on inside zone tempo, okay? That ensures that his shoulders get square and that he can work that backside cut right there, okay? So burst the butt of the center, backside cut, hit your head on the goalpost. Now, he does flip it out there for 4 yards and he gets lucky, okay? He gets lucky. But if we hit that backside cut, we score right there. Okay, and this is an example of this year, okay, where here's this quarterback player, here's the scrape player, the pitch player. And if you look at it, the quarterback player tackles the dive, the scrape player gets caught up, so what the quarterback should do is stick his foot in the ground and score. And this is what I'm telling you guys. You got to make sure you got a guy that can do this zone read stuff.